everybody, so today's video is going to be how to make a kimono. So I really wanted to do this video for you guys because kimonos is a cosplay thing and yet a costume thing, and also now it's in mainstream fashion. So I wanted to share this with you guys on how to make a kimono because it comes in handy. So the supplies that you're going to need for this has to be silk fabric or a silk-like fabric. It doesn't have to be completely silk. So we'll check that. And then you also need fabric scissors, measuring tape, and kimono reference. And then which you'll also need like thread, and then thread, just the regular stuff that you'll need, so thread, seam ripper, all that good stuff. Plus you'll need a good attitude, and that is a definite must when you're coming to doing a new project for sewing. So the measurements that you're going to need for this kimono is very simple. So I'm going to go through the steps on all the measurements that you'll need, and basically you can create the pattern from there. This is the measurements you will need for the kimono. You're going to need a shoulder to shoulder measurement, so just across there. And then you're also going to need the pit of the neck to your ankle, and the pit is literally where you're at the middle part where you see the little V mark in between your collarbone. And then you also need a shoulder to your wrist measurement. And then for the back, you're going to need the nape of the neck, which is where you can feel the bone. When you lean forward, you should feel a bone right on your neck. And then to your ankle as well. And that's just measurements for the back part of the kimono. Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna draw my little kimono here. Again, I do not draw like this in real life. This is just a little example to help you guys out. So I'm gonna just continue to draw my little kimono here. It's not perfect, but it's good for when you need to explain things, because this is basically what it kind of looks like, except in real life it'll be more symmetrical than this one. Almost done here. Okay. Alrighty, so now let's get cracking on this. So that's my little kimono. Finally, we are done with the drawing of the kimono now. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how many you're going to need to cut. So I'm going to label these with numbers. So the first one, you're going to do 1 and 2. Now 1 and 2 are going to be the same. So you're going to basically have 1 of each, but you're going to cut 2. And I fixed that later on in the video. And then for 3, that's the back of the kimono. So you're just going to cut 1 on the fold. And then the sleeves are a separate thing for the one that I create. So 4 and 5. You're going to cut 4 of those because you're going to need 2 for each side of the sleeve. And then the bottom part, if you want to add the little extension like a traditional kimono, so 6 and 7, you're going to cut 4 of those too. And that just depends if you want to add the traditional aspect to the kimono. Okay, so here's some tips on what I had to learn when I was doing my kimono, the first one that I made. So here's a little tips and tricks for you. Okay, so the first one is do research on the sleeves. And the reason why I say that is if you're doing a traditional kimono, and you're trying to make everything as correct as possible, you have to do your research. So for me, I did research on sleeves, and what I found out is the sleeve length depends on your status, so your marital status. If you're single, it's going to be one. If you're married, then it's going to be another. So it just depends on that if you want to do a traditional kimono. And then number 2, use something to stop fraying. So basically, if you're using a silk fabric, you want to basically no fray is your best friend. And you can also use an overlock machine as well. And then 3, this kimono is really easy to make. The pattern is really simple. Basically, you're sewing together squares and rectangles, but it's just a lot of fabric. So know that you may spend a lot of money unless you go downtown LA to get fabric from there, or you know a place to get cheap fabric. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how the measurements go. So the shoulder to shoulder measurement is there, the nape of the neck to the ankle, and then also the nape of the neck to the ankle for the front and the back, and then the sleeve length. And then I changed the I changed it to cut to just as a little fix. I edited myself. That's all simple, right? So I hope you guys thought this was a little easy, because it is easy once you get the hang of it. After you get your first one done, then you'll become an expert and have your own little tricks on how to make your kimono. So feel free to ask me any questions on my blog. I have a little section where you can ask questions, and you can also comment on the blog post as well. And then you can also comment in the comment box below. I will answer questions down there. I'm willing to help. This is the reason why I'm doing this, because I want to help. Well guys, thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, press the like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I'll be uploading videos every Monday and Wednesday, so keep up on that. And then I will be uploading all my details and stuff to my blog, and I'll have the link below. Bye guys, love you.